Hey, how you guys doing out there? My name is Vince Geddes, the health insurance guy, where I help individuals, business owners, as well as families build the best health insurance plan that you can find anywhere else, because this plan is built for you, built by you, and tailored around you and your needs. Thank you for coming to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about health insurance one-on-one and some of the things that your health insurance broker may ask you for when enrolling in private health insurance plans, and particularly. Now, if you don't know what health insurance is, let's just talk about what insurance is. Insurance is a business in which its foundation is built on calculated risk. Insurance is looking at risk, they're looking at what's going to cost them money, and they manage their policies based off of risk. Now, with a lot of private health insurance plans, they don't even have to sign you up. They don't have to bring you along. They don't have to give you anything at all, because it is a private plan. It is an exclusive plan for certain customers, so they can exclude anyone who doesn't meet their criteria in which they are looking for. Because again, insurance is a business based off of risk. So if you have high risk, they do not want you along their plans or services, because it could cost them more bringing you on. So one of the main things that the insurance company or the insurance agent or broker may ask you for, which is based around risk, is your age. Age plays a major part, because the older you are, the higher your health insurance is going to cost, versus the younger you are, the lower your insurance is going to cost. Why you say that? The reason is, as an older individual, you are going to go to the doctor a lot more compared to someone who is younger. It doesn't really matter if you're healthy or anything like that. The older you are, the more susceptible to risk you are. 2, zip code and demographics. Where you live at plays a major part in your health insurance, because they're looking at, again, risk. You may live in a high crime area. You may live in a high stress area. You may live in a high pollution area. You may live in an area in which you have limited food resources or just fast food. And what happens is that affects the customer. That affects the customer base. And if the customer is going back and forth to the hospital, who is going to pay for that? You may pay a little bit, but the insurance company is going to pay a lot. So those plans are going to be a lot more in those areas compared to someone who lives in rural American area, no pollution, or in the suburbs, somewhere where the food sources are abundant. It's a difference when it comes to premium, because again, insurance companies are looking at the risk factor. They're not looking at an individual, they're looking at the overall risk factor, which is going to cost them money. Number 3, pre-existing conditions. Now, if you have any pre-existing conditions, they do not have to bring you on at all. Some insurance companies may bring you on, but they are going to look at that pre-existing condition, and they may, number 1, rate you, meaning that they're going to charge you more money for that insurance plan, but they may ultimately exclude that pre-existing condition. So for an example, if you had a heart attack and they decided to give you health insurance, well, if you have another heart attack, let's just say it's a year or a couple of weeks from obtaining a plan, they are not going to cover that because you already had that before. So they're going to exclude the heart attack that you previously had, because that was part of a pre-existing condition. You may have something else that may happen to you. Let's just say you broke a leg. They're going to most definitely satisfy that. But if you already had a heart attack and you have another heart attack, they're not going to cover it. So some private health insurance plans, they may ultimately not bring you on at all, or they may exclude that pre-existing condition depending on the length or the time in which that has happened. Number 4, habits. They want to know if you are some extreme person, if you do skydiving, if you are a boxer, or if you have a motorcycle. That is going to affect if they want to bring you on as well, because they don't want someone that is going to be a high risk to them, that's going to cost them money as far as the insurance company. Again, the insurance company foundation is based on calculated risk. So they're looking at all sorts of risk factors, of which is going to cost them money as well as the consumer money. Number 5, are you a smoker or a non-smoker? It goes back to habits. If you are a smoker, again, you have a higher risk of going to the doctor for lung cancer or cancer in general. So they're looking at all of these different factors and which is going to cost the insurance company money. So I hope this gave you a big understanding on what they're going to be looking for when trying to enroll in health insurance. Now, if you are looking for a health insurance broker or health insurance in general, you can reach out to me at area code 404-689-2322. That's 404-689-2322. I'm licensed all over the United States, but I am based in Atlanta, Georgia. Or just book your appointment with me at www.getnextdayhealth.com. That's www.getnextdayhealth.com. It's your boy Vince Geddes, the health insurance guy. I'm going to most definitely continue to give you guys some good information on when it comes to understanding this thing called health insurance. Reach out to me for yourself or a family member and get your free quote. Let me be your broker. Let me be the guy that's going to be your guide, again, on understanding how health insurance works. Peace. You guys have a good one.